comes upon you that violates international boundaries. There's a grace that comes upon you that kings cannot handle. Do you hear me? I said, do you hear me? You are an international incident waiting to happen. Are you following me? I said, are you following me? And you know you came here to turn another page. And whereas you thought some of those things in the past were gone, they are not. The Lord assures you they are still there. Childbearing, mothering, fathering does not distract God from his assignment. You're only maturing, becoming deadlier. And in a few days from now, says the Lord, your words will be few, but the power of them will be indescribable. So go and get ready like you used to. Refashion, empty the bag, purge that place so that he can pour in. He has so much you can't believe it. There are new words I hear from you, a new stream, and that's why he brought you to the mountaintop. Bless you. Listen, don't cry, because this thing happens with us every day. I was listening today as Papa was giving us testimonies of revivals. Well, there is a revival that is going to come. Brownsville happened for 2,000 days. There's a revival that has come upon us. We don't even know how many days yet. This is how it happens every day, isn't it? This is how it happens for us. This is not noise. This is guided missiles. It's a guided technology. This is not noise. This is how we gather. We tell people we're going to do this. They say it's a lie. And then it happens. And every time it is happening. And they don't want to join themselves to it. They don't want to. Your city, Jos. I said Jos. Jos. Your mentality is so local. God is offended. You trap him in little places and you think you have got it all. You are written for greatness, but you are satisfied and contented with crumbs. And so in your midst, God raises a generation called hungry. That's their name. Hungry and thirsty. They have a hunger deeper than the bottomless pit. Only the anointed horn of the unicorn can satisfy. And there's a collision happening now. That generation and this anointed horn of the unicorn, they are colliding. Can you see? Do you see what I see? Do you hear what I hear? After Jesus came and after Jesus left, do you know the Jews are still expecting him? Some people are still expecting the revival. You are standing in the epicenter of the greatest move that the earth has ever seen. Who is careful to declare to you anything from God? I'm not. Past that level of care. I'm not your mate. I beg. When David came from the wilderness, one day he had to declare it. He was avoiding Saul. Not that Saul was anything. He got his garment, he cut it. He said, sir, I had the opportunity to take your life. I chose not to. How do you sleep in a cave, sir, with horses and donkeys, and your king and an army are at the mouth of the cave, and not a horse, not a donkey brayed, not even a horse did poop? It's not normal. What kind of power is that? Children didn't even accidentally cry. And Saul was at the cave. And David was inside. How did they wipe away the footprints of their hoofs? My goodness. And you look at David and despise him. Saul said to him, you are not able to go against Goliath, because he's been a man of war since he was a child. David said, sir, wait. I thought David killed a lion and a bear. He didn't. I've just begun to read new things in the Bible in the past 6-7 weeks. I'm an ever-learning student, always coming to the knowledge of the Lord. You know what David said to Saul? He said, oh, you seek a man of war to face Goliath? He said, when I took care of my father's sheep, whenever a lion and a bear came, he didn't say I killed one. Whenever he had killed them like water, it had become a way of life. Listen to me. I announce to you a new season. Giant taking season. Mountain tearing down season. In the mighty name of Jesus. David said, whenever a lion came and took a lamb, I rescued the lamb from its mouth. When the lion turned on me, I caught it by the back and smote it. Killing lions and bears was his way of life. When Goliath stood up, sir, he looked like a bear. David said, I'll take down this one. When Saul heard his record of being a man of war, Saul said, go in this thy might. The Lord be with you. He's the only one in Israel, apart from David, that knew the anointing. He saw it. I announce to you, a new generation. This is not happening by accident. You don't just, some people are born children. They are born. And God has a way of bypassing you and pouring himself on the people you despise. So he has come to little babes and sucklings. This didn't start today. Many of you prophesied these things, but you could not see when he came. Receive a fathering spirit tonight. Let me tell you the truth. I said receive a fathering spirit. A fathering spirit is not you telling people to call you daddy. A fathering spirit is the ability to tend lambs, young lambs. He told Peter, feed sheep, tend lambs. Don't kill what God gives you. Don't destroy what he drives your way. Some of you, your friends last year, they are no more anywhere to be found. That's how you take friends and discard them. You dishonor people, not realizing that God has hidden himself in man. That is his choice abode. Who are you? You are dispensable. We've been coming to this city for 20 years. Can you believe that? This is no fluke. It's a place to declare stuff. And there's a shaking beginning in Nigeria tonight. In my city, there's a voice speaking arrogant stuff. And the voice doesn't even know what it took to end Herod was a worm. A worm that doesn't have bones ate up Herod. A worm doesn't have teeth. It ate up Herod. And I'm telling you now, you will soon go find your pack of worms. And that which was gone. The voice of the Lord still shakes the wilderness, still shakes the heavens and the earth. The voice of the Lord, the climax of all worship. Victoria, come here. The climax of all worship is what you declare. Never stop to declare. From today, fierce like a lion. Speak out, and he will pump you on the inside like air, hot air. And when it comes, let him go forth like a bubble. Speak. I said speak, and don't withhold. Trust in the sickle. The harvest is white. Do you understand that? I said, do you understand that? There's a generation rising now. It's the culmination of everything that God dreamt. You are that generation. You don't know in part. You don't know pieces.
Oh my God.
You have the full picture.
Oh my God.
Everything Moses did is in your hands. Everything Joseph did is in your hands. Everything Esther said is in your hands. The words, the eloquence, the ability, the wisdom, the dexterity of Abigail is in your mouth. Nobody can understand it. But you are. He is just as you are. No more fear. No more consideration. No more procrastination. No more waiting for somebody to validate. No more. No more thinking you cannot obey. It is not just possible, it is. I said it is. Is there anything you need to drop? It is dropped. Not that it's possible. Do you understand me? But then this is the climax. We've been building and stoking this fire since Thursday. We're not ignorant of what to do with the grace of God. From today, don't misuse the grace of God. I planted you in this city, and I give you a word tonight to keep you charged. Don't let anybody despise you. Not for your youth, not for anything. Don't talk too much. Show you are disciplined. Show you are disciplined. When we were children, the worst abuse you could abuse us in primary school was lack of home training. When they say lack of home training, you start crying. It's worse than beating. Because they just told you your father didn't train you, your mother didn't train you, your clan, that's what they told you. You didn't need to slap us, just say lack of home training. And when you are leaving home, my grandmother will shout, remember whose son you are. We were raised in families. That's the mistake of the previous generation. She didn't bother to raise families. We just went alone. And we are paying for it. The residue of our work, dead bodies lie in the street. Nothing seems to be put together. But tonight, a new is standing. I said a new is standing. Sit down so I can see everybody. Listen to me. When David told Saul, I'll kill this bear, Goliath came out speaking profanities, began to mount up the mountain of Israel. Said, Saul, send me a champion. The Bible said David ran down to him. From today, everything you need to take down, receive grace to run down to it. 2017, 2018, 2019, 2020 to 2025, if the Lord tarries, is the year of the gospel. Why? The whole world is eating from Jesus now. I said the whole world is the only thing selling. Oil is not selling. Gold is not selling. Money is not selling. Jesus is the selling. I was in London. I don't shop. And we decided to stroll that day. And I said to my publicist, let's go by the shops. And we were walking down. We entered a store where I bought this jacket. Everything you do from today becomes a sign of the gospel. Yeah. And then I bought the jacket. And I heard my publicist while I was testing it. She was saying to the man, where are you from? The man said he's from Colombia. It's a lie. I knew it was a lie. And then she said to him, she said, we are from Nigeria. And he said, what does that man do? Because I was dressed carelessly, but he could not be deceived. And so he said, what does he do? And she said, well, he sings. It's one of the things he does. And he said, I knew it. He must be a big star. Then she said, well, he's also a pastor. I was testing the dress and she was talking to him. Then he said, many pastors from Nigeria are my main customers here. And he brought out cards of men of God. I said, Jesus is the person people are chopping for. PV, the makers of speakers, they began to make speakers specifically for church. The only speakers selling in the world are meant for places of worship. Every technical website you go to, they create something for places of worship. It's the only business selling Gari is not moving. Palm oil is not moving. Food, restaurants is not moving. Because people are fasting. Because they need Jesus. So you can cook, and then people will decide, we want to go try 30 days. So your cooking is a waste of time. So you better follow them. When they are fasting, fast your business and enter into a Sabbath. When they return, open your business and meet their needs. I said Jesus is the epicenter of the move of the Spirit. Right now, I'm telling you that there is no business selling in heaven or on earth or beneath the earth like the business called Jesus. Even shirts, ties, jackets, they are being made for believers. I like it when people talk rubbish about the church. And they say the church is this, men of God are that, men of God. I've seen the mistakes, I've seen the errors, I've been a part of it myself. But you know what? The church is still the seenest place in heaven and on earth. The church, you hear me? In the church you come, they clean you. In the church, they gave me a wife from a decent family. In the church, I got children. My children, wonderful children, the kind I could not get on a normal day. A normal day, a man like me should be returning home around 4 a.m. drunk. And then my wife will return at 4:30, drunker. And then we start beating ourselves. Where are you coming from? That's what I deserved. But His mercy denied me. Do you understand what I'm saying? I said, do you understand me? I cannot sit here. I'm not holy. Nothing pure about me. I cannot sit here and be preaching the gospel amongst men of God. It's not men of God. Jesus Christ. What He did in me was so total. So total. One day we were standing with Panam in the airport, and a woman was saying, thank God for you guys. You guys never really had any problem in your life, especially this one. Now when he's singing, praise the Lord, O ye people, come praise Him for His wisdom. He has kept His praise away with little children and sucklings of the earth. And His wisdom can only be found with the low things of the earth. His rest is firmly established in the church of the living Christ. As He is now in the heavens, so are we right here on the earth, to rule the earth with a rod of iron, until all His enemies bow. And the girl said, whenever he's singing, he looks like a pillar of smoke. Just pure spirit. Panam said to her, this one? She said to him, I beg. We were talking something serious. This guy brings this one. She was telling us her story. How terrible her life was. Panam was trying to tell her, this one? And she wouldn't listen. So after some time, I said to him, Dr. P, don't you realize what she's saying? She's only describing how well Jesus washed this vessel. And so clean that the scars of yesterday are not visible. And somebody is still wasting time to give his life to Jesus. Tonight, when the call comes, you will run like a cannibal. Do you understand that? I don't know where you got this musical thing in Jos. You're all musicians, no worshippers, fake. I see you standing there. That's how you will choke. Who told you Jesus is a musician? In the beginning was the Word. for merchandise. I curse your day. It's expired. Fake worship ministry. Where is your closet? You don't have a closet. How do you have a mountaintop? It's what you hear in the closet. You declare on the mountaintop. Who authorized you? Do you know the holy mountains of Zion? Who cares about how well you play the bass guitar? Did they tell you David was the most skilled player in Israel? Whoever interpreted that for you said donkey. They said that these are the last words of David. David, the son of Jesse, the man who was raised up. Who raised you? Do you raise up yourself? He was raised up. And don't tell me I was with a pastor 15 years ago. How come you still don't have one now? When your father dies, he doesn't have friends. Don't you have respect? Don't you know uncles? These are the last words of David. David, the son of Jesse, the man who was raised up on high. He said, the Spirit of the Lord spake by me, and his word was readily in my mouth. Yes, players. Playing. Wasting God's time. Preventing people from coming in, and you yourself didn't go in. It's just that church is dying in Jos because the Levites have all gone, married strange tribes, and they are farming, providing for themselves. Because there's no voice to call you to order. They are a musician. Oh God, I said, oh God, my God, my God. My God, you see me and my God, when we're together, then you know my God is my God. You call that worship? Do you know the worship that makes an evil spirit from God to leave a man? An unrepentant man. Saul was not repentant, and God had not changed his nature. Wherever he sees evil, his wrath is revealed daily. Saul refused to repent. God had not changed his nature. A man stood up and said to God, wait, and God had to wait. That's power. You think it's concert? You are irreverent. You can't even sit in one place. What's burning your bum? And there is order in worship, even in ministry. If you look at my eyes, do you think I'm playing with you? I have judgment, justice to declare. I told them recently, I said, you know what? The church has even become confused. You know, the church is on APC's campaign for change. The church doesn't know the difference between justice and injustice. You break into somebody's house. You collect his money. You said he is corrupt. Is there any law in Nigeria that says you shouldn't keep money? What law did he break? If he stole from an office, why don't you prove he stole and recover it? Is that justice? And the church doesn't even know the difference. Foolish Galatians. Their eyes fat with grease because they are eating too much. We drove past one house here and somebody said to me, you know, they dig a soak away and they hide $3 million there. I said to him, you are a donkey. Indica. Have you ever seen a house where they hid $1 million? Have you ever seen it? We had just watched a film He said, now, Colombian cartels. So when you see a Colombian cartel's house where they have kept $2 million, $3 million, what does it look like? Armed men from gate, from wall, everywhere. Are you aware? They lie to you and you buy into it. Nobody can bring justice except he comes with justice and equity himself. And the church ought to stand for justice. I'm not saying we have not missed it, but please save us the bunkum. Take away the dust from us. We don't want that trash. We're a new generation. We've been fine-tuned in the closet. Said, and the NNPC MD has $8 million in his house, $8 million. Then Christian said, what is he doing with $8 million? You are the one that thinks $8 million is something. People buy cars in this nation that are worth more than $1 million. One day somebody will soon come into my house and tell me, I don't deserve this wife. I must be corrupt. Then they will carry her away. And you think I will sit down. Oh boy, let me tell you. Jesus has risen up with justice in this nation. The nation belongs to him. It was Yakubu Gowon that said to keep Nigeria one is a task that must be done. Out of the plateau, I see a new generation. Eyes flashing, faces like lightning. And their standards are not standards of men. We will talk justice. Please. Don't judge a man on the pages of the newspaper and get a popular opinion. That's not justice. That's not justice. If you don't talk, they will soon come and take our precious vessels. They will take you, not me. Can't be taken. I refuse to be taken. And Bishop Idahosa said, why you don't see lion suya on the road is because lion refused to be sold as suya. If a lion faces you and you manage to kill him, you will resign from hunting when you see the rot in his eyes. Anyone who accidentally kills a lion becomes Sarkin Farauta automatically, the chief of hunting, commander-in-chief of the forest. Lion, when you see his wrath, and God delivers. If you kill him, you know God delivered you from his hand. It's not that you killed him. So when you kill that kind of person, you can't even touch his meat. Just let them go and sell it on the road. Lion refused to be sold as well. Even eagles. Eagle will carry human being. When you hear his cry, ah! It's not your mate. Jesus said, in the day in which I make my jewels, they shall be beautiful. This is that day. I said, this is that day. I said, this is that day. Every one of you that has a ministry that depends on your voice, I am putting a weight of glory in your throat, under your tongue, in your voice, in the secret place of your tongue. When you speak, no man, I said no man will gainsay the wisdom that comes from you from this day henceforth. You have not seen this kind of prophet, so don't even pretend that you understand it. I'm not impressed. That's the way you have done every time God came and he passed you by. God has bypassed the church. There's a breed of young people singing the full counsels of God. Ordered people, already disciplined. Somebody said to me he won an election. So it means that Daniel, Meshach, and Shadrach and Abednego, they are in Aso Rock. Because you won election. Was there an election in 2015? Was there an election? No. My governor said he won in every senatorial district. Was there an election? There was no election. They released malice, bitterness in our national politics. Can the nation be healed? The church is not even praying for the healing of the nation. The politicians don't know it's time to pray for the healing. The church doesn't know it's time to pray for the healing. The people who have the power. Listen, do you know you won election and you made it to government house? Did Daniel contest to go to Babylon? Did Meshach and Abednego and Shadrach contest? They were castrated. Are you castrated? Show me the limits that you have been given. You tell me, stupid people stand up and tell us, because a Christian won. Were there no Christians there before? Didn't you replace other Christians? How does your own victory translate into the Daniel invasion? Please, I beg, listen. But tonight I came for a recruitment. Oh boy, if you look at our face tonight, we are targeted. We are set. There's an assignment. When you hear word and worship, no man can worship God. Only God can worship himself. He hid Moses in the cleft of the rock, and he passed, declaring his majesty. The Lord. He's the one talking about himself. Who does monkey banana? Can a baby in the mother's womb describe her mother? When he said, in him we live and move and have our being. How does a leaf on the tree describe the tree? How? You call yourself, you know we are worshippers. Our ministry is music ministry. So before pastor preaches, we'll come and sing. Shout hallelujah, 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 hallelujah. That's worship ministry. One of these days, somebody will poo-poo on stage, and we at the same time, because the Lord laid a hand on him. You don't know what happened to Daniel? He said, my stomach scattered. The bones inside me were rotten because his hand was upon me. What did you come out to see? A man dressed in fine purple and linen? Did you come out to hear what you normally can understand? No. Jesus said much more than a prophet. And he concludes by telling us that before the time of John the Baptist, the kingdom has suffered violence. And who takes it? And how did they take it? Hear the way you are calling the force. Hear the way you are calling the force. It's not the shouting. They have to teach you. Do you know how eaglets are born? Do you know? They are born blind. Eaglets are born how? And their mouth is open. When the mother comes, whatever she puts, they eat. They don't have a menu. They don't know centipede, millipede, antelope, goat, rat. Anything mommy puts, they eat. Our generation has not been trained to sit like this, waiting to be fed. We choose the food. One day he said to me, sit down, oh boy, I want to teach you to talk. He said to me, read that thing from Job. And I said, how forcible are right words? He said, that's grammar. Jesus said it. That's grammar. I said, read it. I said, okay, how forcible are right words? He said, that's funny. He said, I said, read it. The middle of the night. See, when Jesus comes to your your bedroom, your wife will not wake up. That's the day nobody will wake up. People who sleep lighter than a feather will sleep as heavy as hippopotamus. Because Jesus is in the room. If he wants to deal with you till he finishes with you, nothing will interrupt. I wanted to say Mofeto. Nothing came there. Peace was still that day. Then he said, read it. I heard that sound, thunder in my spirit. I begged Job, help me the way you said it. Then I heard it rising from inside. How forcible. You will never know the force in the word of God if you don't read it like that. Then I remember when my mom would send me to buy Coke because we have a visitor. And I would ride my gari and be running with the Coke. By the time I come, the Coke is boiling. Immediately they put the open, I just go, full. And I said, that's it. Your right words, they are full. If you need it tonight, place your hand on your mouth. I'm not joking with you. Have you read it in a book before? Then go and buy another book and read it. I said, how forcible are right words? Receive it now. Amen. The force of right words. Amen. He will retrieve some of you to a closet. He will circumcise the wild branches around. Then he will teach you fresh words. And he will teach you how to say them. What did Jesus mean when he said peace? The Lord told me he wasn't saying peace, no. He was saying shut up. That's peace. Every window that was open unnecessary, you can close it down. That's what he meant by peace. Receive right words. And the force of the Spirit that backs them. A new day has come upon you. A new day, a new page, a new book, a new chapter in the work that the Lord committed to you has been opened to you in the mighty name of Jesus. None of you standing here is going to be hoodwinked by any foolish politician. Not anymore. And when men miss it, you will know. And you will not flow with them. It's not a crime to withdraw yourself. The Bible says, mark the ungodly brother. Mark him, which means splash bright paint upon him. So wherever he goes, you can see him there. It's not an act of punishment. They are hoping that by that marking, he might be mollified. And then he will retrieve his steps and come and make peace with God. What have you done with your authority? Some of you got born again. It was you people who were looking up to. Sit down, sit down, sit down. I just want you to realize what's happening tonight. In the morning, I said if Bible makes 15 statements and you didn't listen. You know why? Because people like this have been taken for granted by previous generations. You know? You invite a man like that and you package an offering and then you give him and then you make him your mate. One day, I was walking with my friend. She's a prophetess. And one of my girls was saying, I would like to meet. I said, okay, come and meet her. And I introduced her. And then she said to me, I'd like her to come and speak in my meeting. I said, it's not yet time. You have not got there. Leave her. She said, and I want her to stay in my house. I said, don't be stupid. Stay in your house for what? How does your father's friend stay in your house? Are you well? Because I'm smiling. And you know, they rubbished it. I went on to make friends. Now, the prophet that should lay hands on you and bring your next day into being is now your pal. You people are eating pounded yam together in one joint. Come on. I said, come on. Hey, there is power when I walk with you. There is glory every time I spend with you. And I see the fire when I look into your eyes. See the fire of Lord. It's the fire of your love. It's the fire of the King. The compassion of the Lord. It's the fire of your love. It's the passion of the Lord. When I was singing, every place I enter, people will claim me. You are my son. And I will look at them and be like, how do I become your son now? Is it a crime to be a singer? I was a singer, it was the exigencies of the moment. You don't know my story. One of my friends said, he's going to serve somebody. I said, that's a boy, he cannot pastor you. Will you sit down here? You're my close friend. Because you made a few mistakes, so you are looking to do penance. I said, that's a boy, he doesn't even have what you know in Christ. He's not gone through what you've gone through. Sit down here. He refused. And they built together. And then 19, 20 years later, you now woke up and you decided there is no more your pastor. You have to go somewhere. And then you bring rupture. And you set back the history of Jesus Christ. Gosh. All you could have done was listen. You know, I listen to people. Or Robert said, once a year, I go to Tulsa. I go to hear a young man. Kenneth Hagin wasn't amongst the leaders of that healing wave, that move of the Spirit. He wasn't. But he was amongst them. Or Robert said, I heard from his mouth words. He taught the word. And I knew that that would be the stability of our times. And he was warning them, all of you are operating the power of God, but you don't understand the word backing it. It is time for the word. Or Robert said, he said, I heard his prophecies. Everything he said, I watched it come to pass. When Braham died, or Robert said, once a year, I will go to Tulsa, whether by donkey back, by horseback, by aeroplane, by train, so I can hear the Lord, because this young man has the word of the Lord. And you know, Kenneth Hagin told them, he said, if you don't turn to the word, you will die and be long gone, and I will still be here. In his very characteristic, stupid, innocent, childish way. And you know, the last of them that survived was Oral Roberts. All of the prophets died. Oral was the only one that survived. I'm not a long born-again Christian. I'm not. By the time I got born again, Pastor Taiwo was national presbyter of the whole Church of God mission. Here in the north, I was living behind the place. So every time they do meetings, I'll enter. I'll enter and sit down there. I was a child born out of season. People were getting born again. I was discovering sin. You get what I'm saying? I was. I remember one day I sat in his church. And they brought the guest speaker. And they brought him. And he came from behind with his Barbariga. He was my classmate. And he turned around. And they saw me say, Chris Gwamnna. And you are holding Bible inside church. So I answered him and said, you come. Not inside church. And they took him up to go and preach. He couldn't say what, just said he. That's how, when I got born again, hell shouted, blood of Jesus. And they still shout, blood of Jesus to today. They even went and asked Jesus, now these kind of people, now you get saved now. Will I say you don't get walk again? I'm telling you. That's how they laughed. And they're still laughing. But we're not jokers. We came in with a hunger. And I come today looking for my kind. If you know that you are disqualified, disabled by disabilities, whether they are the ones you foisted upon yourself or the ones people foisted upon you, if you know that you are excluded from this commonwealth by reason of your own inabilities, inherent challenges, structural defects that you have grown with, the last revival is for you. The man employed them at the 11th hour and promised to pay them the full wage. Meanwhile, he asked them, why were you not employed? They said, it is obvious. I have one eye. Can you imagine somebody walking like this? They employ him in a rice farm to go and harvest rice. How many hands does he have? Do you think the man employed him because of his abilities? Do you think the man was looking for productivity? It's this time that he's looking for a willing heart. Because in the day of his power, the people will be willing now. In the day of his power, let me hear you say, the people will be willing now. So, thank God you opened church in Jos. You have saved me a lot of wahala. I went to one man. Jos even has prophets. A prophetic forum. People just gather to make money monthly. You call it prophetic. Who told you that prophets speak only last Friday of the month? First Saturday of the month. That's when prophets speak. So you gather everything God was saying from 1st of January, then on the 25th of January, the last Friday, then you bring people together and tell them everything God said every day. You have turned them to dispensing. Builders have a builder and a builder. One teaspoon only per night, so that they will depend on you. And then a family came to. The girl wanted to marry somebody. And the prophet said he even consulted with the spirit of the dead mother. And even the spirit says you shouldn't marry that guy. That's a prophet. How did that happen in Just? This is the mountain we used to come to pray to. My people in Southern Kaduna, if somebody dies, we cannot announce it in Kaduna. Nobody will hear. We have to announce it in Just. This is the beacon of the Middle Belt. This is the lighthouse of Nigeria. Almost every international ministry has its headquarters here. And then these kinds of people are standing, filling up halls with people like you. And you are pretending now, keeping your face straight like you don't go there. We came to close some things down. You didn't hear me. I said we came to close some things down. I am not coming again, not to anything. Don't invite me. If you see anybody print my picture, I didn't give them a right. It's a lie. They are fake. Because it's fire for fire. I was in England. My daughter bought meat to cook for me. She said to me, "You thank God you will stay in my room." One room. She's in university. One room. The bed itself, I don't know if it's 7 springs or 6 springs or 8 springs. I lay down on it, it was not enough to hold me. So I had to be lying on my side. And I just had an accident, and so my hands were still aching me. And I left Sally for 1 week. I was in London and I called her. I said, "Okay, how now?" She said, "Daddy, you don't know what happened." I said, "What happened?" She said, "I opened my fridge. The meat that I bought for you, those fat chicken, they are green." I said, "Why?" She said, "Because the expiry date had passed." So I said, "Expiry date?" I said, "I've warned you. Don't go to a shop and buy something that they folded with hands and you can't see the legs, you can't see the wings, you can't see the head, you can't see the gizzard. Because when a chicken is killed, a man has to eat the gizzard to sanctify it. That's a generational curse. I inherited it from my father. And some of you will continue it in your time. This curse, you don't need to break it. Don't go for breaking of generational curses. If they cook a chicken in your house and they don't bring the gizzard to you, ask the woman, "My friend, do you know I'm your husband?" That's the day you need to remind them that you are the husband. I saw my mother do it religiously. As the chicken is cooking, she's bringing a plate with one thing on top, with a fork, and she kneels down and gives it to her darling. I hope you give him gizzard. If you don't give him, you see yourself. And you two will be sitting down there saying you're a husband. One day I saw my son carry the gizzard. I said, cool. I said, if you eat that gizzard, 1,000 generations after you, they are cursed. He dropped it. He said, sorry, sir. I collected my thing. It's a good curse. I told my daughter, when you see something in the supermarket without legs, without wings, without neck, without head, it's not a chicken, that's a fowl. Don't buy it. So I took her to farmer's market, where you price what you are buying, you hold it, and I taught her how to buy. So our mothers, they will blow the anus of a chicken to see if it has disease. That's the way they bought Joseph. They checked him. I'm not joking. That's the way they hung Jesus. Hey! Somebody say yeah! It's the sound of revelation. It's a thunder cascading down mountains. I said, say yeah! Those are the tests we fail. Sometimes you go to a man of God and they set you up on a pedestal. Who come, Vicky, come and stand up. And then they set you up. And then the man of God says, turn on, bend down, turn on, stand up. And then you're upset. That's how they sold Joseph. They checked his bum to see if he has disease. Because he will be a waste of investment. It's not an investment. You buy a sick slave who is dying of cancer. Then you now go and be wasting medical bills. They bought him fit. He was so fit. When Potiphar's wife saw him, she named him Joystick. It's my joystick. And she owned him. She had rights over him. And why have you gone back? Now, I've not finished with you. We only started from Jesus. We'll go to Joseph. We'll go to Jesus. That's how they hung him. You heard my people say they hung him naked. And you know, some people think that they got a towel and they tied it around his waist and they covered him so that at least he will be, because they wanted to snap picture so that in 2017 we'll see him with towel. It is finished. Pilate flogged the idiot, brought him out naked. Look, he gave him to the Romans. He said, homo. That means behold the man. Richard Von Brandt stood in front of a class of Bible school students, removed his dress, only boxers left. There was no part of his body that there wasn't an incision on. Then he took a few. One of them I know. We buried him by picking. Took them to a closet because he was from Nigeria. He said, I want to show you what tortured for Christ means. And he took down his pants. There was no part of his private part that there wasn't an opening on. If they did it for Richard, don't you know it was a prototype of what they did on Jesus? Sometimes David has to go to a house of Saul and serve under an oppressive, wicked king. Sometimes Samuel has to go to a house of Eli, and then you fail the test. And the way they talk to me there, and the way they maltreat me, and some people even want Jesus to be taught like mathematics. Okay, come and sit down. The formula for finding circumference is 2x minus y when y is equals to 2. No, y will become y. Sit down and be waiting. And is that the way you'll be teaching me the word of God? Yeah. Especially husbands and wives, fathers and children, mothers and their children. Hey, mommy, every time you want to teach us the word of God, you don't teach us nicely. Nice. Is that a gift of the Spirit? Is it a fruit of the Spirit? And the gift of the Spirit is nice. It's nice you are doing. That's why everything that's happened to you is happening. Thank you, sweetheart. Listen to me today. If you like, at any point, and you feel we have wasted your time, you are at liberty to go. In this church, I've attended meetings and I walked from Polo Field to St. Murumba, where I was living. I could have ridden a car. I walked. Some meetings, when they finish, you take over the city, trekking and speaking in tongues. There are football fields that should register your presence. When the students and the lecturers have gone home, you know, every bush you thought was full of snakes. When you walked in the night and your mandos, you don't see anything. Both thief and snake, they make way. Because they know when a man is mad. You see, following Jesus was it's madness. One guy told me, he said, you know, when you minister, the way you minister now, you'll just be making people laugh. You know, that's what he saw. You know what he's attempting to do? To make me his mate. And I'm happy to be your mate. But that's how you forsake your mercies. Should I told you about Jonah? And if you came at the beginning, now we're talking about Jonah. That's the type of the revival that we see. The word of the Lord came to Jonah, son of Amittai. Go to Nineveh, warn them, tell them to stop their nonsense or I'll destroy them in 40 days. Noah decided to go to Tarshish. And we said when he got to Joppa, he had to bring out the money for the journey. He paid for it. When God called him originally, he doesn't pay for anything. The day he took his own journey, he had to start paying. And many of us are paying. We're sick. Our marriages are shaking. Everything is rocking. Nobody, you just don't want to admit that you're a dysfunctional person. Nobody is connected to you. And you have reasons why you broke off with that. You have reasons why you broke off with that. That person is useless. You are the only one manufacturing the reasons. But it's clear you are the dysfunction. And then the boat was shaking. And I warned you, stop endangering the lives of people. One of my girls left me about 3 or 4 years ago because of a guy. You know, once you see a faithful guy giving you trouble, there's a guy somewhere. So, and I was not stopping her. I was just saying, let's do it properly. A few weeks ago, her pastor called her and said to her, you brought more members to this church than anybody. I will hate to see you go, but your father is looking for you. Rise up, go back to your pastor. I heard him in the spirit say, where is my daughter? She's going to come back. He said, if you remain here, we're in trouble. She told me herself. I was in church, we had finished service. I just sat at the stage. She came and helped me. I was just crying like a baby. Daddy, I'm sorry. My pastor told me that I should go. And she came in, I was teaching Jonah. She said, that's what my pastor said. That their boat will rock and scatter if I remain. She said, I'm back. She held her mother and was crying at the top of her voice. No regard for who was there. Those are the kind of pastors we need. It's time for it. Why do you take advantage of people? I lived in Kaduna. I ministered in Kaduna. No church didn't open its door to me. When the time came to open church, the Lord said, start here. I said, no, this is not how we were taught. We were taught you have to put distance between you and the church you used to attend. The Lord said, this is why I brought you to this city. I did not take you anywhere. Start. Till today, this is 11 years. I don't have a signboard. And my church is not empty. So I don't take advantage of anybody. Only one family came to my church that used to be my former church. And they had left that church 4 or 5 years before I started church. It's called integrity. Testing the word. Proving the word. Determining that this is the mind of Christ. What do I want to do with recycled people? What do I want to do with that? As if I don't have what it takes to carve my own territory. God doesn't have what it takes to give me mine. Give me mine. That's what we call prophetic. Children going and standing by the graves of mothers to ask the mother's spirit. That's necromancy. Talking with the dead. What's the difference between you and your Ife? Or the Babalawo that is at Adekunle? Or the people at the second and third at Papava Junction in Benin? There's no difference. But some of you are sitting down. Some of you don't even know what you worship anymore. Because you are not Christians. There is Christianity inside. There is Buddhism. There is Confucianism. There is a little Zoroastrianism with small Islam. And because the Islam is the fasting factor. We say we were fasting. Somebody said, so I'm going to do it from 6 to 6. Because that's how they do it. I say, who is they? We are Muslims. Secret rascals. Islam is ravaging our lands now. Let me tell you, you don't have any fear, no shaking. From this land, God is going to reverse the gains of Islam. This, we heard it in 1994. Before the sword rose up. We didn't come here by accident. So tonight, bask in what you have received and what you are receiving. We have been in this city since Thursday. I'm sorry for those of you who feel offended because you came only today and you're wondering why are we taking off at that high level. Oh, that's where we have been. That's where we have been. They set a feast for us. You children without pastors, if you know Jesus, you will put yourself under. I said if you know him. Little children gets up and says, my father in the Lord, my pastor. I was start laughing. The other day when I came on Thursday, I was crying. I was telling Vicky in the closet, and she thought maybe, I don't know, I hope she didn't think I was joking. Because I was thinking, for you to say, a man like me is your father, you don't miss road, oh yes, you miss road, oh yes. You miss road, oh yes. You miss road, oh yes. You know when you miss road and the thing miss pass, you start to stammer, miss. How can I be somebody's father? If only he knew that I need a brother and a sister, that was your big father. And he will bring his wife, she too very foolish Galatian. She be calling me daddy. I'll be looking at them laughing. But tears came to my eyes. Because Vicky also came to me and lay on me and said, Daddy, you know I missed you. I said, me too, I missed you, Vicky. And then I was telling the Lord, you have a sense of humor. How do you send a dog to sell fish? You send a pussycat to sell milk, me. My mother sent me to sell puff-puff. I finished the puff-puff. I finished the capital. I finished the profit. It's only the tray I didn't sell. That's the last day she said. The only thing she sent me to sell after that is firewood. And it is in front of the house. As they are buying, now so it at church, she will say, no. Then she will tell me to bring the money. Me. How do you tell Blackie to deliver suya? No, if I was the raven in Elijah's day, that prophet would die. I take suya to a prophet for what? Am I not also a man of God? Didn't he create me? Only Jesus has that kind of trust. And if you don't bless him for anything today, thank him for me. That he could trust me and send me with a portion of his ministry. That out of that, people can even stand up and say, that's my daddy. I put trust on people who abused it over the years. I've also abused other people's trust. It's not all the people that should be here that are here tonight. There are some people that are not here because they are hurt by the things I did or I didn't do. And I'm ashamed. But that's the nature of the ministry now. When fathers can boldly say, I didn't do that well, I didn't do that well. That's why I love WF Kumuyi. One of the greatest things that is happening Some of you don't know that you should pay your way to go to his conferences. Because a man he raised up a denomination like the Deeper Life, and he's telling you now, years after, decades after, that we didn't do some things right. And he's going to put them right before he dies. I tell you, the revival is on. Stop prophesying revival. It is here. Rise up and take your place in the revival to which he has called you. It's a feast. So you are covered with favor. God's mercy will sustain you. Don't be afraid. This is Corinth. We have great many people. And the grace of God, his angels, his cover is with you. You will raid this land. You will depopulate hell and populate heaven. You will turn many from ungodliness to light. The people that come under your influence will shine as the stars. Here your heart will not be broken. Every attempt to impregnate your to penetrate your forces would only raise up adventure on the inside of you. You will raise an adventurous people. Their sound will be like new wine being poured in a glass, bubbling and frothing foam and filling up the glass. The joy of the Lord is your strength. And you stand by your husband as you have been doing, calmly, without fear, enjoying everything, and rising up to be the woman that you ought to be. Don't say, I can't do that. You'll be forced to do things you can't do. And then it's there you discover potential that was there that you didn't know of before. You watch the sword of the Lord, all of you, is being released from heaven. I'm telling you the sword of the Lord. These are the days we have entered now. Worms ate up Herod. A worm has no bone. They ate up Herod plus his bones. And worms don't even have teeth. Watch us. I said watch us. Watch us. And all those who prophesied before will re-prophesy. The days have come that Elijah spoke about. When a man will say, thus saith the Lord, his father will slap his mouth. And his mother will say, when did the Lord speak to you? Come on, go inside. No more will men play with the things of the Spirit. If you are a custodian of God and his spiritual workings, rise up and lift up your hands. You are saying to him, Lord, I carry custody. I carry custody of you and the things that you are doing. Your move, the move of the Spirit. The move of the Spirit. There's a woman here. Your knees and your waist, your hip was healed. Jesus touched you. And you will discover it as you go every day. You will testify. I said your knees and your hip, you had struggles with it, and Jesus just took it away. I've seen him touching eyes in the past 2 days. And Pastor Miko said so this morning, in closing in the afternoon. Eyes. Eyes. I don't care what the doctors have said, especially the ones that have been spoken of as irreversible. And Jesus just takes them like that. Just like that. I'm not asking you to stand up because we are closing the service. We haven't even taken an offering. Pastor Miko has not spoken. I told you tonight is the night of prophecy. He shared with us something in the morning, which we know in our ministries. That's why the Reverend talks saying, if you want to be a member of God Life, or if you don't have a church and you need a church, come to God Life. And he said, when do we meet? He said, we meet whenever God calls. It's not a joke. When I started church in Kaduna, it was funny. 8 months, every day we had a service. 8 months. And on the 8th month, I called my pastor. I said, we better name this baby. She didn't even have a name for 8 months. They laughed at us. No name church. NNC. We changed our name. Every day we taught a new thing. And the thing blessed us. One day we were NDA, New Deal Assembly. We were talking about the new deal of God with Abraham. We changed our name the next week to Redefinitions. Because God was telling us He will redefine things for us. It's nothing. So people laughed and insulted us. Today they are not laughing. We found a name 8 months after in a service like this. I remember Pastor Bakre asking me, so what are we going to name this church? I said, let's go for the service now. God will tell us. Shaping our Holy Spirit, we'll be following Him. He said, what kind of wahala is this? And asked everybody. And they all laughed. But I was serious. People give birth to a child. 8 days later, they name it. When we come to Christ things, we pretend we understood Him from day one. We even have mission statement, vision plan, everything. People say, we're not registered. I'm not registered. I've not registered any ministry. How many mosques are registered? Or shrine? Baba Eto lived in Josie and died. Who will go and ask him for registration? The mosques that have been sponsoring Boko Haram, where are they registered? And then somebody will come and teach his church. You know, we've got to live according to the laws of the land. Which law? I say, which law? Jesus, did He register in your father's company? Or John the Baptist? Wait, when Ananias and Sapphira dies in your church, let's see which police will come to investigate the death. Whether it's a murder, an assassination, or a homicide. Genocide. You know we're asking for power. You don't know the power? The power is come. They said men could not touch them. They still met in the temple. Men could not connect themselves to them. They kept away from them in Solomon's porch, where they met. The glory of the Lord kept them. You have followed men's ways too much that you have aggregated God out of your life. Even the original little sparks you used to see, you don't see anymore. So tonight, for the last time in this conference, although he said to us in the afternoon that they started a meeting and it was meant for 3 days, it ended up going for 13 weeks. Because we too don't know if the meeting will actually end today or not. There are many things I wanted to say I have not said. So I'm going to tell them to let's meet at the secretariat, that place there where we meet on the other side of the road. Because until this word is spoken, this meeting is not complete. But when you hear this man tonight, don't assume you understand what he's saying. Understand that God is speaking to you afresh. And if the only reason why you stay till the meeting ends is so that you can carry people in your car and take them close to where they are going to and come back and do 2-3 trips, then so be it. My friend died in England, my sister Maxine, and I saw Hugh Osgood. I mean, this is a father in the city. He brought his car and he was carrying people from the church to the cemetery. He was ferrying them. And he said to me, you know, Chris, you know, my wife, I said to her not to come so I can have more space. And so he was carrying people, a father, carrying people. We have great ministries that have supported this meeting. We already appreciated them in the afternoon. And we have great friends in the city who have come out. Reverend Taiwo Dina, who is a pillar in this city. If you come in and you miss your way, go to their place and ask him, God sent me but I missed my way. He has been here long enough. Pastor Chris Gwamnna, he was already appreciated in the afternoon. Obed is here with his wife. Several men of God. I will not call you all by name so I don't offend anybody. But all of you that have ministries, you came in here so God can inject your system with something. It's an antivirus. Let him do it. As you receive a father, this man has a right to be called a father in Nigeria, in West Africa, and in the world. Yesterday, till the wee hours of the morning, he was giving us accounts of fathers, meetings, people he has hung around. The last thing he said to me, he said, Chris, since that day, man, I decided, man, that's nothing, man, because I've hung around the authentic prophetic for too long. I know prophets. I just enjoyed that. And you know, when you sit with a man of God, he stirs his dimension in your life. This is not the kind of meeting you begin to say, but they said the meeting will end at 12. If we make it all night in hall, we paid for the hall. If you get tired, push your chair, lie down where you are. It's carpet, sleep. But get what you came here for. The Spirit of God is here. I said the Spirit of God is here. He is warring for the plateau, and he's going to recover it because you lost it. Somebody needs to tell you, you lost the plateau, and he's warring for it. He has risen up tonight, and I'm not scared to tell you that. And as he recovers it, you will see and know. And then you will lament because you missed it big time. You know, one of the disgraces that has happened in this season. And we thank you for coming.